Yes, it's day 3. We have to do it. We have to do it, right? We have to do it. We have to keep people alive here because we're getting all these chicken dinners. We're getting everything. Of course, even the gold-plated ones.
Yep, we've heard about this one, and we talked about fun and games. It isn't fun and games now because there's $300,000 on the line, everything to play for. We are moving into game number 3, so we're slowly but surely getting to that point of no return where if you have some bad games, you have got no chance of winning that top prize. And when we look at someone like Simsy and Ultra, for example, 2 40th place finishes, 0 points. That is absolutely diabolical. Point blank, you can't be doing that expecting to win that top prize of 55K. And,
you know, it boils down to really bad luck. I mean, it's not like they're actively trying to find something weird, you know. There's no way someone actually wants to say, you know what, I'm going to engage in the worst possible way. Of course, I mean, we've seen some of the Brazilians actually getting good performance in the first game, second game, maybe not so much. But this is Sandhawk. This is the land of opportunity. Absolutely everything can happen here, and we have some action. So why don't you talk to me a little bit about, you know, the guys that you think that have had a really good performance that you were expecting?
I think so far, oh, wait a minute, we've already lost players in the kill feed.
Wow.
Let's just make note of that. 1, 2,
what
3,
is
4,
happening here?
And I believe we've already lost a team. I think that's the
Hitman.
Hitman.
Is so good.
0-0-2-3-1, the Shroud Killer himself, already picking up some points on the board. So we haven't lost a duo. They were 2 individual players because we've still got 40 teams in play. So that's lucky. It's a little bit unlucky to be losing your teammate straight off the bat just like that. But as we kind of expect boot camp, we call it the lobster in the middle with the 2 arms and the tail. We got Pava in there. We got Skipno in the back in the hangers. Just to the left-hand side, you got 4 hangers, which will always get you a nice bit of loot, provided someone else doesn't drop there. They can be a pain in the backside if you do have a team there. Meanwhile, we look further afield, and breach and clear could be.
Oh boy!
And just like that, they're dead.
Molly is a beast.
Welcome to my room, boys. AKM completely and utterly mows them down just like that.
And this is just not good. I mean, CP Hades just bringing down Tai Chi. They were not really having a good amount of points over there between Tai Chi and Traco. So Nathaniel and Forever, 2 of the Brazilians, facing Archie and Siempre. Yes, I even asked Siempre why he has that as a nickname, because it means always in Spanish. And he says, I just like how the word sounds. I don't even know what it sounds, what it actually means.
It's always nice to kind of get a meaning behind, you know, some people's names. Sometimes it's like, why did you name yourself that? Because I wanted to.
Yeah, I just hit random on name generator and this came out.
Cheers for the content, boys. Thank you very much. So Circle, you can see now, is quite far, to be honest with you. It's that's a wild one for Sandhawk. When you look how much water is still inside there, that's maybe a 40 to 60% land ratio, maybe 50-50, but certainly in favor of the water. So a lot of people will be running up northwest area. You'd expect if the circle does close in and go central, that little island on its own, that's going to be a key area. So people who have played Edge here, RG, and decided to, okay, let's not go central, let's go a little bit on the outskirts, try and stay alive, they're going to be lucky. They're in for a good time because the circles, actually, it's on them.
Yeah, they're going to have to cross all those bridges. It's going to be really hard to get in. And, you know, it's a big problem in Sandhawk because if you don't have a good position, and most of them were actually saying, hey, you know what I want? I want to be in the middle. I want to loot small. I don't really want to spend a lot of time looting. I just want to secure that position and then, you know, try to deal with the issues that are coming in from the outside. But it looks like it's not going to be a good circle for, you know, half of the teams that are outside. And Nathaniel here just lost his life to Siempre. So this is Forever alone against Archie and Siempre.
I mean, to kind of expand on what you mentioned about not wanting to loot for ages and just do it and get out, that's the positivity of this map, is that there is an increase in loot, there is an increase in gear. Yes. You can pretty much drop down, as we do see one player trying to run for his life. The bullet trace has come through. They've managed to at least tag him up in the back. Spreezy, the initial knock that he got onto Team 27. I'm not going to try and pronounce that name because I might make a complete mess of it. Meanwhile, move over to Cigarettes, M4, K98. They've been playing pretty well of these boys so far. We've seen some good stuff from them.
They've been super consistent. I mean, Neorica has had, you know, most of the highlights every day. I mean, it's always been Neorica.
Even better point is the position where they are on the map. Spots one player, holds the trigger for now, wants to get a better line of sight on them. And fair play, the question is on the opposing side, the team in there, do they know that these 2 players are lingering and lurking around? It would appear not. As soon as they come outside of the, be able to pick up the replay on that one. His teammate gets the knock. He confirms the kill. But again, with there being a knock, you instantly know there is another player still lurking around. But with a situation like that in the other player's mind that's still alive, it's like, well, I'm not walking into the firing squad. Why would I wish to die at this point? The only team that has fallen so far, it's the Hitman himself, the Shroud Killer. Finally gets a taste of his own medicine. I'll get whoever 00222144965781, whatever his name is, he's been playing pretty well. I'll give him credit. He's been picking up some big kills.
Yes, and I mean, over here we have the guys from Team Motivate. That's Ablazin and Centrix, and I was talking with them earlier yesterday, and they really wanted to have a something prepared for today. They said we're going to play this and that way. We're going to try to do everything a lot more passive, more calculated. But I just haven't been seeing them in the results. They just had no luck so far.
Let's see if things fare better for the players.
Oh, look at over there. We have Trico. He's alone on one of those islands, and yeah, I mean, he's probably playing for position. He knows that he has to be a lot more passive. I mean, he lost Tai Chi probably it was like a minute into this game.
I'm intrigued to see how this circle plays out, to be honest with you. You'd expect it to go onto the island that's segregated away because of the rivers.
Stay with us.
Come on, circle gods, stay with us. You've got no chance, Break. It's, things haven't been too great so far. Your boy Papaya with the VSS going in for the meme, but his teammate's been knocked.
Yep, that's no good news for him. And Papaya just with the VSS. I mean, the VSS is one of those weapons that, it started out, no one really liked that weapon.
No one still likes it.
Did you know that it means Vintores Sniperskaya, which is sniper rifle Vintores in Russian?
Really?
Yes, it does.
I don't. Hey, you tell you what, that's a really good grenade. Just to the left-hand side. It might. Okay, so the smoke. So he's going to. I actually think here this is a slightly different maneuver in the fact that he's smoking off the enemy to block their line of sight. So rather than drop it on the knocked player, so you can get them up in the smoke, it looks to me like they're blocking the line of sight. Meanwhile, off the shores, EG, they're not faring too well. Spreezy and Wacky Jackie have caught eyes on them. Dink, 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 bang, bang, bang. Now, the bad thing about being in the boat is if you get knocked out, you die instantly. There's no saving you. Still more grenades. Up and over we go. Papaya's going to try and run from this one. Yalal does need to... You'd expect him to have lost some kind of damage or... Sorry, excuse me, some kind of armor. If not, it will at least be tanked up and damaged. They're going to escape from this one and evacuate, and fair play. Team 17 on the opposing side do have the advantage. They don't have the uphill advantage, but they have the advantage of the weapons, the knowing where they are, and the fact that Yalal's already been knocked. If he gets knocked again, it just puts so much more pressure. And let's be honest, all right, a VSS at range on Sonic, it can be fun, but it's still only 9 mil.
Yep.
That's the problem.
Not a lot of stopping power there, and here we have some water snake action. Wow, that was fast.
So they've run into another team. That's a completely separate team.
That is Sandhawk. They were trying to escape one of the fights, and it just got into another one. So here we see Spike and Mazzarini, and they're trying to go after these
Do they know
water
they're
snakes.
there? Because look at how damaged Mazzarini and Spike are. Are they all? Okay. Maybe they're playing... Yes, I was just about to say, maybe they're playing in the blue, and that's exactly what they're doing. So we're looking at their health, and that's why it's going down. So they're gatekeeping this team here. Either that... It's such a pain. I mean, Spreezy and Jackie, it looks like they've got themselves the little boat, the mini track in the water, so they can escape. What's it called again? The aqua rail, is it?
Yes, I think it's the rail.
The American snipers themselves, Caden venerated. As I move across to Pava's POV inside the house. Smoke goes down, no health whatsoever. Neotika grenade in, and look at this. This is going to be a split and a push, this one.
This one is going to be really bad for Pava. I mean, no amount of experience can actually save you from this one. They're really well coordinated. Just saw it here.
They know where he is. There's, especially if they've got a molly, because obviously Sanok's full of wooden houses. If you've got the molly, it spreads across wood. He looks like he's got a grenade. Doesn't cook it real long enough. Use enough for bait. Two's in there, but he's not found him yet. So he's actually in there. Wait a minute. EG, one of the players with the QBZ, has just fallen down. That's going to be Break getting involved in a battle. TSM picking one up. I said TSM, Break on alone. Sakura doesn't play for TSM.
Pava's still there. He's trying to hold as much as possible. I mean, he knows that he's in a really bad spot right now, but all he has to do is just, try to remain alive. Maybe another minute. That's probably going to give him, a better position if some other team dies. Maybe a kill if he's very lucky. But he's just surrounded. It doesn't look good. Also, there is the possibility of getting third-partied, but I don't really think anyone else is going to come to rescue him.
I'm going to be honest.
Some of that pressure.
Yeah, I think he's out of luck. You just hear a bit of a in the background. He knows he's got him. Headshot comes through. Is an insta. They don't have to worry about anybody else. moving over to Sacriel and Brick, it looks like they did eliminate one player, so you'd assume that that compound's now all theirs alone. Smeagol and Teflon taking out Kavalt. Kavalt's the one who knocked out Papaya's teammate earlier on, Archie. Kid, so there you go. There's a prime example of a third party. Kid gets the knock, Forever gets the kill. And how far? Good luck. I tell you what, that's pretty far. Look at how far Caden is. That's a good 2, potentially maybe even 300-meter shot. And this is what I said about these boys. They can hit a pinhead.
Everyone's just trying to get all these points because, you know, it's all about getting the points, getting the position, because this is the final day. There's nothing after this, you know. It's going to be very difficult. Here we have June.
All that might be after Tume in his game number 4, because I think the blue will end his life here. His teammate doesn't really want to push out because he doesn't know where these enemies are. You don't want to just go, you know, running willy-nilly. Simsy Doom's just gone down the kill feed. At least they've not gone out in 40th place. I mean, if he goes down now, it will be 37. It's not exactly much better. Tume finally finished off. So now we're into the 1v1 with Saint-Pyre on the back foot.
And just the fact that Forever is live, you know, is keeping the hopes over there in chat for everyone that is from Brazil, because they're just spamming like crazy. That is the thing. They have a really solid fan base, and they're trying to play for points, trying to get that. I mean, it's going to be a lot. I mean, they have a lot really on the line here, because Brazil, you know, they were famed for this aggressiveness. We never really saw it. We were talking with, over there with Moses that they're not really doing it today, and it's mostly because they just want the money. They want to secure the position, not do anything super crazy, because for them it's all about going back home with that prize.
Look, you see it in CSGO, right? The Brazilian fan base it's fantastic. It kind of reminds me a lot of the CIS region, as in the fans do get behind the players. You like to see it from a regional support to really get behind your boys and keep getting them going and hoping that they can do it. 2 behind us, the call out comes in. Caden looks like he's down and gone. That's going to be Ultra. So
some action.
Fine. Oh, but I'll tell you what, you can see the bullet traces as the camera does just adjust for us. We'll see. Yeah, so the house just to the left-hand side, that's Spike and Mazzarini. So we've got a 3-way battle going on here. We're on the POV of Team Envious is Venerated, one of the top fraggers in North America. Not having the greatest of day here on Championship Sunday, but still, nevertheless, individually, fantastic players. 2 med kits, so you can get all the way to 100%. Does take a little bit longer than your average health to get stimmed up to the
motivate
top.
Centrix over there, getting a good kill. We're still here just seeing what happens on this Sanhaka Trois, that's how they call it. And Venerated, I mean, what can you tell me about the performance of Team NV today? Because
it's been pretty bad, to be fair. It's not been #1 spot what I kind of expected. So maybe I'm yeah, it's not bad, but it's certainly not what I would expect from them. I thought they were going to come into this event and crush it, to be honest with you, and just slap everyone around. But then again, I thought they might do the same with Sims of Doom and Ultra, who's actually on your screen here, but they've had 2 last place finishes back-to-back in a row. Again, this kind of event, and Sanak as a map, this is what happens. Anything can happen. The old meme of hashtag this is Battle Royale, it really is. Look, you got to take things as they come, and in this game as a whole, you just can never expect all.
And when we think about, you know, teams and players in particular that we have seen, you know, pretty much everyone over there that is very sad they're not going to be facing them on the 3rd day, Shroud. I mean, Zargon in particular, he was saying, I wanted to face Shroud in the finals. It's not going to happen. I don't know who I'm going to fight now with my pan on, you know, an epic battle on top of a hill. So, you know, a lot of people were really, really frustrated that he wasn't able to qualify here for the 3rd day, but, you know, we still have Envy, we have Senix and Arco, you know, we have really good professionals.
You just wanted to say Shroud, didn't you?
Yes, I just wanted to say it, you know.
Tell.
Yeah. I'm not gonna let it die, you know.
Let the meme die.
Yeah.
Tell you who could be...
Actually, we get paid every time we say that name, you know.
Really?
Yes. It's just like we get a cut from the subs, like Lauren says. Yeah, we every time we say the name Shroud, we get, you know, a cut out of that, too.
I probably need to speak to someone about my contract then. I didn't get that one in it. Climbing up the hill, 2nd place at the moment, THZ and Damien. Need to be very careful, 2 players directly above them, 12 versus 17. It's going to be Teflon and Smeagol, already picking up a few kills so far this game to date. 59 individual players, 36 teams. We've just hit the 15-minute mark, and you can see there just above the minimap in the bottom right corner, phase 4 will be kicking in 50 seconds. And because we're getting to a more later game, this is where it begins.
Ooh, bye-bye Papaya.
Wait, was he just lying there?
Yeah, he was doing the little snake, and that's a no snake zone apparently. So he's
Step
out.
on snake. EG in the kill feed. Thank the Lord we're seeing them do some work now. That's Wolf with an M24 headshot. I'm also just seeing Gilly Boy wander by in the bottom corner as well. So that would tell you that Team 12 have picked up a crate. Expect Gilly Boy to be level 3'd up with a chest and a helmet. I'm intrigued to know what gun he's got. That's going to be Damien. It's always a big boy gunning those crates, but whether that's a sniper rifle, a DMR, light machine gun, or an AR is yet to be known. I think we've seen one arm so far in play. This is interesting. So Sacriel and Break opting to go pretty much it's not quite centre, but it's hidden. I like it in the valley of what could be death if anyone's above them.
Yes.
They've got a vehicle they can carry on wandering if they really want to, but with 56 alive and this kind of circle, a vehicle is just going to get smashed to a million pieces. You know, one clip of an AKM, that thing goes up in flames. It's instantly 2 dead. Sacriel is above him.
Let me know when you're moving, because I don't want to.
I'm looking at this hut. Yeah, I'm looking at this hut.
Good communication.
Simsi is out. Yeah, I was just reading that over there. The Simsi is out, and you know, points-wise, still, I mean, at least for the guys that are, you know, halfway there, it's anyone's game. If they get a couple kills, win this one, they can end up in a really favorable position right now. And he's still alive or whatever, venerated.
Circle pushing, vehicles coming by. He's absolutely smashed to bits as well. Reeling's gone down. Causes POV. He knows he's in a rock and a hard place. He needs to make this kill happen.
That is out for Team Zazi.
He was in a rough position though. He knew he had to do it. You have to kind of take that head on. Spike finds venerated, so Envious, they're gone, they're down, they're dead. That's the SLR coming in, and now Sacriel and Break, they need to be careful. There's players directly in front of them, potentially one coming up from behind as well.
Ooh. That was a good shot.
Twice.
Vehicle just wanders by casually.
It's like, yep, don't mind me,
Don't
I'm just a
push too
vehicle.
aggressive. Use the vehicle for cover.
I like this though, don't push too aggressive, use the vehicle for cover. So you need to pull him back, which is what he's doing, giving the communication there to Sacriel. He's going to fall back now. Sit on the right hand side. They can set up like a funnel here. Bottleneck anybody that wants to come the opposing way. But the kind of the positive thing for Break is if someone does come from behind him, he can rotate around this rock, use it for cover. And look at that, Xenatrix just obliterates Team 43 back to back.
Knocked one. Fuck that.
Nice. You gonna share?
He gonna share. Knock and finish.
Stepping up, baby.
That's going to be Cobra's team, I believe. That's
Yes.
the boys from the Czech Republic.
I mean, Team Motivate, I mean, they're really trying on this particular map. They're really trying. That was a Blazin, and I believe it was Centrix. Yes.
Team 20 have been burnt out to the blue. Simsy just spectating his teammate, hoping he can do something. I think he's got. Did we notice 2 players to the left-hand side? Was that on the spec mode?
Giving that moral support, I guess.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah.
I was say Team Motivate. Here's Zentrix, guys, and he's actually super chill while doing this. He's having no problem at all.
See, Break just got killed too.
Oh.
So there's one guy in there right now.
Okay, so that's really good information. So he knocks one
Okay, I gotta go down
and cleans him up. So that's Sacriel and Break gone, but now they know. Sure. Oh, Ultra.
Oh boy.
I was going to play this one. Got my favorite gun right now, AKM, with the hollow. He's got the meds as well, but look at how much this starts to hurt. They've got to be careful. Fuffin still in kill feed.
Just has to run.
It's 2 back-to-back with the QBU, the knock and the finish onto his teammate. Compound breach, here we go. 1, 2, 3 teams in play. How's this one going to play out?
It's going to be really complicated. I mean, Blazin and Centrix have a really good position. They know that Kodiak is alone on that side. Neotica and Cigarettes, they're split, so they have a really good cover on that area, but still, I mean, Kodiak, he's there. He's know they're coming for him, so it could be really complicated, but, you know, Motivate knows exactly where, at least where Kodiak is.
J'ai un HP, gros. C'est par les mecs côté des maisons. Faut pas oublier ces mecs des maisons.
Out with the cannon into the fire. All right, you eliminate one team, but now you've got to find a second one. Teflon's gone down. That's Team 34 directly above them. Smeagol split, finish off T8C, and now Damien between a rock and a hard place, quite literally. You've got Team 34 extending. They fancy a piece of him. He's going to have a big bad boy gun. Oh, morning. Hello. Okay. And they're both dead. Well, that was a fail.
Yes, Neotica, I mean, it's absolutely on fire right now.
Ils sont -2, donc je pense qu'il faut que tu
Just took out Team Motivate. I think Kodiak is still alive. That's the worst part.
He took a leap of faith. Unfortunately, it was just to the floor, and he's dead.
J'ai raté des, je pense.
Now he's on his own. What gun does he have? Oh, my word. Okay. Oh. So he has to clutch up here. He's going to have level 3s. He's going to have a ghillie. He's got the arm, so he can get these tags really easy. Get a quick scope on one of them, knock one, and carry on running.
Let's go.
But he does have to run. You can hear in the background, let's go, let's push him. Okay, so they're actually going to opt to disengage from this one, and rightfully so, because you can quick scope with the arm, and just, even if you just punch him in the chest, you'll be able to put one down and fight again. No. This'll hurt really badly, though. If anyone's there, it's going to cause problems.
Yes, that was not good at all. They're going to have to stop right now and just try to get, you know, a med kit or something in, because that is very bad. Oh, Zargon's still alive. That's actually pretty cool.
Oh, Damien died as well, jumping. That's two people have just fallen
to the
death.
What is happening on this map?
Hey, you know, you don't have a rope. Take your chance.
The drop fiesta right now. Yeah, Zargon actually has a really cool story that I'm going to tell you later. But actually, I think that, yeah, Smeagol's still going to be on him. Oh, no, actually, Neotica takes him up.
Yeah, Neotica grabs him, turns him down as well. And again, they didn't get any kind of heal off from dropping off the face of that cliff, so he's been around with 30, 40%.
Oh, man.
Someone get that man some water, please.
Yeah.
And
I'd
talk
say
about
get a couple priests. You know, an old priest and a young priest needs to be exercised.
Ewing stepping up again. Could they potentially win
3 teams?
A second game? It's not in a row. They did I think they were 3rd or 4th place in the previous round, so they give it a damn good chance. They're already number 1, and once again, they're already into the top 3. Can 98 bolt action. It's a beautiful gun. I love it. The only problem is that with it being bolt action, you need to make sure that if you find the face, you hit the shot. Compared to an SKS or a DMR, as soon as he steps out, someone spots him. Oh, okay.
Yep, that's Sargon's teammate. We're going to call him KO.
2 versus 2 for individual players.
This is bad. Neotika's really hurt in the back, and Sargon is just doing this. Looks very solid.
That's the question. QBZ compensator. Cigarettes goes down. So now it's in a 2 versus 1. It's time to push. Work as a team. They know exactly where he is. They have the level of communication you've already heard. They're going to pause for a second, unless I don't blame them, because I don't know where he is, but now he just catches a glimpse of him in the grass. His teammates on the hard flank, they're pushing them in. Here comes the pincer maneuver. He spots him, he drills him, he's dead, he's gone, and there's the win. GG. I'm interested to see how many kills in total. He had 6 alone.
Yes.
Hello, analyst desk. A bit too fast.
You know what I really like about, just in general, this team is that they're doing it for the biggest